Where I am now, better than before, through those open doors. Where I am now, I got a special place, a tender walking place. Where I am now. It's now time for the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. The music that you hear in the background is none other than Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, where I am now. And if you'd like to see us live in WGPL 1350 studio, all you have to do is go to Edward Everett's Facebook page or Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton's Facebook page. And guess what? You can see us live right here in WGPL 1350 studio. And if you want to hear us all over the globe, all you have to do is go to 1400 AM, 1350 AM, or www.christianbroadcastingcompany.com. Click and listen live, and you can hear us all over the world. And now I want to introduce to some and present to others the host of the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world, Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, and a pleasant good morning to you.
Good morning, Mr. E. It's a beautiful day here in the Hampton Roads area.
Could you, will you be my neighbor?
Let's welcome our neighbors, our WGPL 1350 AM listeners.
Peace, 95.3 FM and WPCE 1400 AM.
Facebook Live is on and popping. Let's welcome LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment. We'll shout you out later on in the show.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment.
Like, share, subscribe, and comment. We promise we'll shout you out later on in the show.
Shout out.
Mr. E, how was your weekend?
Well, I had a great weekend. I had a pleasant weekend. It didn't rain, and I don't think. I just had a great time.
Yeah, the weekend was beautiful. The weather was great.
Yeah.
I got a chance to rest, work, relax, and just have a wonderful, wonderful time. We're so glad Monday is here, and it is definitely a beautiful day right here in the Hampton Roads area. I think it's going to be in the 50s. It's going to be a nice day, a little rain, but hey, I'll take the rain.
That's right. At least it's not snow, even though the weatherman said next week or this week we might get some snow. So the temperature on the outside in Hinton is 42 degrees and partly sunny.
I know it, but today is Monday.
Yeah, today
and it is our sports talk.
That's right. It's Sports Talk Monday on FYI with Ed Everett and Miss Yolanda, the Lady Hinton. And we're waiting for our special guest to chime in. We got a great guest coming in today.
We have a great guest, and we're waiting for him. In the meantime, Mr. E, it's an exciting time talking about the NFL playoff popping off this weekend.
Before we get started, I want to say good morning to our good friend Robert Walker, who is a San Francisco 49er fan. I just want to say good morning to you and to my oldest brother Clarence Everett, who's a Philadelphia Eagles fan.
Oh my goodness, talking about a showdown, Mr. E. Let's just go ahead. We're gonna have our guests come on. But let's just go ahead and break it down. Who was playing this weekend?
Well, Miss Hinton, the team that beat the Dallas Cowboys, San Francisco 49ers, who shouldn't have been there, they was playing against...
Wait a minute, that was a little bit shade. Rewind and tell me why you felt like they shouldn't be there.
They should have not been there because of the calls that was made against the Dallas Cowboys that caused us not to be there, and because of our great quarterback, Mr. Dak, who threw 2 interceptions to a linebacker as well as a corner.
So are you saying that somebody cheated?
Well, I'm not saying they cheated, but we lost fair and square, but we shouldn't have never lost that game.
So you're saying if it wasn't for the 49ers, you all would be in the daggone Super Bowl.
It would have been the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, but anyway, okay, so the 49ers did not win on last night with the Philadelphia Eagles, but it was a good game.
It was a wonderful game. The Philadelphia Eagles came out to play. I just want to let everybody know that the Philadelphia Eagles came to play, and even though the San Francisco 49ers couldn't get it together. They had 3 different quarterbacks. Somebody said, I'm going to tell you the truth. Robert Walker said they went in the locker room and got the cheerleader to be the 3rd-string quarterback.
That's cold. That ain't some shade. That's shade. Mr. E, what happened to the 2 quarterbacks? Now that's a sorry scenario. The daggone quarterbacks are not there. Then that's basically the ball game.
That is the ball game, unless you put a center or punter back there and let him do what he do. But other than that, they still played a good game.
They played a good game, but not good enough. What are some of the things you think 49ers didn't do besides losing quarterbacks? What are some of the things, what mistakes they made, and what happened that they didn't go all the way?
The defense wasn't out there playing. Any 2 times you get a score like they scored on the San Francisco 49ers, any 2 times they scored like they did, and making all the mistakes in the world. And
like what?
Jalen, he just went off and ran threw a touchdown in there. One that he threw should have been called back. Yeah, it should have been called back because he fumbled the ball on the ground, and but because the referees couldn't see the that fall and the ball dribbling on the ground, so hey, you gotta let it go.
And the score was?
The score was 31-7.
Ooh, now that you all didn't hardly score then, 49ers.
They did not come to play. They did not come out there to do nothing. But I tell you, the Philadelphia Eagles, they started charging up. They started running and ripping. They started,
Well, we're going to talk about them in a minute, because they really came through. But how about our second game with the Bengals and the Chiefs?
Yeah, the Cincinnati Bengals, my God, that was and the Kansas City Chiefs, even though Hippity Hop was hippity and hippity hip the hop and hopped all around, but he still played some great football.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about the season of Philadelphia. Let's talk about how they really, really showed up 2022-23.
Well, you got to go back farther than that, because 2021 they came out blazing.
Right.
At the end of 2021, the Philadelphia Eagles was a team that everybody had to say that we reckoned with for 2022. Because in 2021 they wasn't taking no hostages then.
Yes.
They was running, they was gunning, they was doing whatever you wanted to be done. They was really letting folk know that they was here to stay.
Rocking and rolling. And
That's
so
right.
no wonder when the season started, folk was already on them like, they going all the way. People were already saying that, Mr. E, when the season first started.
Because the Philadelphia Eagles was looking, they was looking off the chain in 2021 and going into 2022. When the football season, I said to myself, look at that team. They really ready, and they're trying to get it, trying not to lose, but they was getting it in. And I got to say congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles, even though they're in my division. My hat's off to you, and I totally supported you folk. I I totally, supported the Philadelphia Eagles. I wasn't making any room for them to join us on the couch like I was making room for the rest of the team, because everybody began to say, okay, Dallas, y'all got some room on the couch. So, but, make room. But the division team for us was Philadelphia Eagles, and we want to
Well, they
congratulate
lost
them.
to a couple of teams. Let's talk about this season. They lost to a couple of teams, which were who?
Dallas Cowboys was one.
How did they do that? But see, I have to give Dallas Cowboys its trophy as well. They came a long way, and they did really good this season. They did beat Philadelphia one time. How many? Two
One
times?
time, yeah.
Okay.
This would be the second time that we would have played them in the playoffs.
Okay.
Here's what we got to look at. Good morning, Mr. Des Cone. Thank you so much. And he said the Eagles would never beat the Cowboys like that. So here's what we got to understand, and we got to see that the Eagles did a magnificent job. They was hungry. This is where you see the best of the best out there playing like they did yesterday. This is where you see the best of the best playing ball.
Oh yeah, they did it. I mean, they played some great ball. The audience, the fans, they were off the hook, and they were really, really going all the way with the Eagles. Was there a little bit of drama on the field on last night?
Well, they got to fight.
Mr. Williams had to be escorted out.
Them 49ers
From the 49ers.
Them 49ers want to fight.
Because they wanted to win, Mr. E. Period. It was, it wasn't any man's game, because by the time they were fighting, it was about the end. It was just a few minutes in the game. The game was getting ready to end. But I'm telling you, the testosterone was flying around there, y'all, and they had to get rid of some folk at the end of the game almost, because it was just, a lot of emotions running deep.
Poor sportsmanship. I mean, when you get beat like that, and you're a big boy. See, that's two types of teams you got looking at. You got the NFL and you got the AFL. So you got the NFL, supposed to be the top of the line, supposed to be the big boy. Everybody wants to be a big guy, wants to play in NFL, so that come up a lot. So when you are in that big league and you playing against your big league brothers, and then you turn around and you become a sore loser. I seen so many posters going around Facebook last night, like Michael Jordan had a San Francisco 49er hat on, crying.
They wanted to go all the way, and it's a sad thing that everybody can't go to the top, but they tried it and they did pretty good. We got to give them their trophy too for going as far as they went.
That's right. I mean, they made it to the top. They made it to the top. Made it to the top.
But we must congratulate Philadelphia Eagles. They did absolutely marvelous. Who do we have on the phone? Is this one of our special guests?
Good morning. Can you introduce yourself and tell us who you are?
Good morning, beautiful folks.
How you doing, dear? Yeah, we talking about. How you feeling? Look.
Tell us who you are. Say it now.
Mr. Brian Fuller.
This is Brian Fuller from the 580 area, from the 580 boys on the BBC Sport Network. I'm still feeling wonderful and hopeful.
Well, let's get into it, Brian. Let's talk about the season of the 49ers first. Let's talk about how well they did do. Tell us a little bit what you think about the season.
The season was it was a success.
Yes.
Dealing with they lost two starters. They were playing with injuries. Having a rookie come in and win 7 games in a row.
Mr. E, we're gonna jump you. Now listen. Go ahead, Brian.
7 games in a row, Mr. E.
Mr. E, they did good. We're gonna give them their props now.
The rookie hurt his arm, and the fourth string came in and he got a concussion, so the 49ers were down.
Brian, what happened to the quarterback? That's what, to me, that was like a sad thing. You got 2 quarterbacks that are out. What happened?
Well, you know, the Eagles did their job, and unfortunately, you know, the guys got hurt. And one guy went through concussion protocol,
Oh my
and
goodness.
the starter, the rookie, I believe he had nerve damage to where he might not even control the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, Brian, I'm trying to set this baby up over here crying. You know, I got a whining little baby over here that's crying. Why y'all get so physical? Why y'all get so mad?
At the end, so
at the
Mr.
end of the day?
Williams
Is
came.
that the way? Is that the way y'all do it?
Oh, well, Greenlaw, you know how it is when you're out there battling.
That's right.
Now, it's the score was 31-7. Now, you already lost before halftime.
No, sir. No. At halftime, it was actually a very good ball game.
It was a good ball game.
It was
I
a good
get
ball
to you.
game now. Absolutely.
The score, I must say the Eagles running game so improved me wrong.
I know that's right.
The guys other than Miles Sanders that you have to keep an eye on for Scott and Galloway.
Yeah.
That guy, man, he put up a clinic. They got 300 monsters out there.
Yeah.
You know, I got one of our listeners saying good morning to you. It said, all you got to do is go stop past the dollar store and get you some remotes, get you some batteries, and come join me on the couch.
That's right. I'm going to sit back on the couch and watch the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles, who are obviously the best two teams in the National Football League.
Yes.
And let them do it out.
You know, Brian, just before we go into the next question, since I'm going to get out your way and let you go ahead. Brian.
Yes, sir.
All jokes aside, this is on a serious note. Who was the 49ers really supposed to have been there?
Was
Shade.
the 49ers really supposed to be there?
When they
Mr.
played
E
against
claims that the
when they played
Cowboys.
against them Cowboys, are they supposed to really be there?
Tell them it is what it
Yes,
is.
sir, Mr. E.
Listen.
Because your guy Dak would have done the same thing against the Eagles. The Eagles played a very, very good game.
Yes.
I don't think no one could have beaten the Eagles in the NFC. You know, my mind and my heart was telling me go 49ers, but I knew deep down, I said, man, it's going to be tough for a rookie. Which now they said all rookies to make it to the championship game are 0-5.
Yeah.
I said for him to elevate that team amongst Jalen Hurts, that would be very hard. And you Cowboy fans, y'all need to be worried while y'all celebrate because Jalen Hurts is just 24 years old.
Oh my.
He's not even 25 yet. You're going to have to see that man for the next maybe 10 years.
Well, wait a minute. Y'all quarterback ain't but 20 what? Which one? The rookie.
The rookie, yeah. He's still a young man as well.
But what about what about the other ones you bought out the closet?
Oh.
Who was that?
Yeah.
Josh Johnson is just he's just a guy, practice squad type of guy.
He ain't played at Eon. He was rusty when he came out there.
But Brian, what do you think? What is said in the locker room after a loss? How can you keep? Because I saw some guys crying. I would be really hurt as well. But I would also be proud that that they came so far. But what do you think that locker room is like after a loss like that?
That locker room, I'm pretty sure, is very, like you said, they're frustrated and hurt and disappointed because they did have extended season.
Yes.
They made it to, this is the second year for the San Francisco 49ers to lose in the AFC Championship.
Wow.
So that, it could be to some a disappointment of the season, to make it to that far and not to advance to Arizona where it's always going to be feeling so great.
Yes.
I was so proud of you. I was so proud of you when you came on today. I said to myself, I would have never came on, tell you the truth. I would have never faced Mr. E. I wouldn't have.
The thing about it, Mr. E, the 49ers, Brian, he's ride or die for his team. They did well. they should be proud because they came so far. But hey, it's now time for the team to evaluate what they can do going forward because they got to come back next season. Ain't no need crying too long. Is that right, Brian?
That's right, Miss Hinton. There's no need to cry too long.
Okay.
The young man for Cincinnati did last night on the bench. I empathize with them.
Yes.
As time and place, like you said, you got to shake it off.
Absolutely.
They was looking for Kersey to go against Kersey this year, but the thing about it is, Brian, I just want to say that the San Francisco 49ers got to give the Philadelphia Eagles credit. They came out to play. Your defense wasn't worth a fight in the firehouse.
Did you?
Now, Mr. E, if you notice, the big playmakers, I'm talking about A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, they were kind of on the shutdown.
Wow.
They were shut down, not kind of.
No. Like I said, the Eagles running game really did their thing. They have a three-headed monster. and including Jalen, you got four. He took a couple shots. The 49ers gave him a couple shots where it made me say, man, don't hurt the young man. Don't hurt the young man. He got up kind of slow. He felt that.
Oh, yeah.
He's in the ice bucket this morning.
Yes.
All of them in the ice bucket this morning.
Ooh,
especially them crybabies on the 49ers side. Them boys had so many tears out there last night. I said to myself,
I don't blame. I would be crying too.
I mean, any two times they pull they go into somebody told me, I'm gonna tell you the truth. A friend of mine by the name of Robert Walker told me, said they went into the locker room and pulled one of the cheerleaders out to play football.
That ain't right.
To be the quarterback, and he's a 49er fan.
He's a 49er fan. Talking about it. See, he's got to be ride or die.
He's a 49er fan, and they could not understand what they were doing.
Well, I tell you what, Brian, like I said, hey, they better get prepared for next season and start doing it now. But let's talk about moving forward. Again, congratulations to the 49ers for coming as far as they went. Philadelphia was stronger. They won. We're going to give them all the props in the world as they go forward. But, hey, they got to go forward, Brian. They're playing the Kansas City Chiefs. What do you think about that game coming up?
The Kansas City Chiefs had a few injuries last night and still prevailed. Andy Reid is a great coach. I'm looking for the Chiefs to win this.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to stay in my division. I got to support my home division, and the Philadelphia Eagles are a part of my division. So I'm going to stay with my division, and I'm going to say, that the Philadelphia Eagles going to run Kansas City tricks and all out of Arizona.
Well, let's talk about Kansas City's season. Brian, did you follow Kansas City Chiefs a little bit?
Yeah, I did. We're close in that area as well. They sit above us north, so we watch all the Dallas games and the Kansas City games right here. And the Chiefs were the number one seed, and well deserved because Patty Mahomes,
yes,
is going to show you that he's the best player and quarterback in the National Football League. I mean, the guy wasn't 100% last night against a very tough Cincinnati Bengals team that he's never defeated, and he just made it happen without his guy Juju.
Yeah,
wasn't there. He got hurt. He does not have Tyreek Hill, so I'm looking at Patty Mahomes and saying, man, this guy here is gonna win.
Why you call him Patty? And his name is Patrick. You cannot call that man Patty. See, this is what I really.
That's not my team. They beat the 49ers down.
That's right.
But you know what? Yeah, Patrick, he's still a young man.
Yes. Yes.
You know, I was looking for him last night to do this on Cincinnati. You know, when they went into the huddle and they started doing that circle thing. I really thought, but the game was tight last night.
That was tight.
They won by 3 points, you know, and that was that was not supposed to be there.
It was any man's game last night. I mean, they stayed neck to neck, toe to toe the whole game.
Yes, they did, Miss Hinton. You're absolutely right. I mean,
gracious.
If it's not for a penalty, I'm not putting it all on that young man, but we're advancing from a 60-yard field goal to a 45-yard.
And all they had to do was kick it in.
That's it.
And that was the ball game.
That was overtime.
That was ball game. They would have went into overtime if they hadn't pushed Patty outside on the ground.
That's right.
Did you think the Bengals are gonna go this far though?
Yeah. After I think they won, Miss Hinton, through the season 7. When they were winning 7, 8 in a row, I was telling myself, these guys are back at it again, like they were doing last season.
Yes, absolutely.
They just have some great athletes. Jamar Chase.
He's a beast now. He's a beast.
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast.
And not to take away nothing from Hinton and those guys are great as well. And Cincinnati, I look for them to cause problems as well in the next 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Wow.
You know, I had one of our listeners says, please put some respect on his name, Mahomes.
Put some respect on his name. But I tell you what, you've already given your prediction. You said who's going all the way to the end, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs. Really, Mr. E, your prediction?
Well, my prediction is going to be the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm going with homeboys because they're in our division, and I really want to put a score on it. Can I put a score on it?
Uh-huh.
The score that I want to put on is 31-7.
Ooh. With those two beasts of a team, are you serious?
31-7.
I think it's going to be neck, toe to toe. It's going to be any man's game.
The defense is not as. I believe that the defense is not as strong as Philadelphia defense is. Kansas City defense is not as strong as Philadelphia. Only thing that Kansas City is got gelling for them is their offense.
Ooh, what you think, Brian?
But that defense,
Chris Jones.
Wait till that defense puts some on them, and it's gonna be off the chain.
Now I don't know what's going on with that linebacker Willie Gay.
Yeah.
But they should have a couple of weeks to, heal up and get it together. I gotta tell you, that guy Spagnuolo,
yeah,
that is the defensive coordinator. Those guys were playing last night.
They play all.
Yes.
They wasn't gonna let him. What did Kel say? He got that. You ain't gonna call this Burrow. Shut your mouth, man.
It was awesome.
The mayor,
I know he did say that.
He shut the mayor mouth up last night.
He did. But I tell you what, Brian, thank you so much for being on. We're gonna visit this Super Bowl game 2023 in a little while, and we're going to stay excited about it. Congratulations to your team for how far they went, and thank you so much for being on FYI Radio Show.
My pleasure, and I appreciate you all for just keep doing what you're doing. And Mr. E, I'll see you next season.
I like that.
What kind of popcorn do you like?
You gotta have extra butter on it.
Well, you got it. You got it.
Extra butter.
You got it. Come and join me.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
God bless you. You too. You all come over here for a few minutes. We're going to talk a little bit about sports talk and a few more announcements about tonight's After Dark show. But be blessed. We'll see you back here on Wednesday.
For the past 30 minutes, you've been listening to the most talked about radio show in the whole wide world. That's FYI Radio Show with your host, Miss Yolanda, Lady Hinton. I'm Ed Everett, the co-host. Don't forget to join us Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 9:30 to 10 right here on WGPL 1350, WPCE 1400, and 95.3 Peace FM. For more information about FYI, give us a call at 757-714-7861 or inbox us at Everett Everett's Facebook page, Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, or you can inbox us at FYI Facebook page or email us at FYI Live Radio Show at FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Don't forget to have a wonderful, wonderful Monday.
Wow, oh wow, wow. This weekend was pandemonium. It was off the hook, the chain. It was fire. Those games was something else, Mr. E. Philadelphia just knew they were just going to play, and play.
Well, we got to give it to Philadelphia. I don't care how you slice it or dice it. You got to give it to them because they was working that out in 2021 and 2022. You know, they was working that thing out. Yeah, they came out, and Jalen Hurts, that young African-American brother, going to make history. You know, that could have made this history too,
wow.
You know, but he's going to make history. Yes. But hey, well, you know, I'm excited for him. I want to say good morning to my good friend, Miss Roberta Collar. She's in the house.
Is in the zone now.
Yeah, she's in the house. She said, Eagles football. Eagles.
You got to give it to them. They have gone all the way.
That's right. That's right. Good morning, Miss Roberta Cotter, Mr. D.C. James, better known as head coach, NFL business, model entertainer. No difference than the pro wrestling. Oh. Well, you know, and then we're Miss Roberta Cotter, Katrina Brown, and also Mr. Mark Howard. I want to say good morning to you, my good friend, and my buddy, my co-laborer, Miss Tracy Porter. Good morning to you.
Good morning to all you all. It was a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I hope you all had a great weekend. Now, look, we got to keep it going because, hey, we're going to the Super Bowl.
That's right.
Super Bowl time is here. Can you believe it? Did you all expect it? Mr. E, are these the two teams that you expected to go to the Super Bowl?
Well, to tell the truth about it, I did not expect it. I expected Philadelphia and Cincinnati to be there.
Really?
But really, tell the truth, I expected the Dallas Cowboys and Cincinnati Bengals to be there. I did not expect Philadelphia to be there because we beat them earlier. I expected to see the Cowboys, but now the Philadelphia Eagles are a part of our division, so I'm keeping it on the home front, and I'm glad to see the Philadelphia Eagles and the and Kansas City. It's going to be a very exciting game because Mahomes going to be a tree-tricking brother as we see it.
So, Mr. E, when will it take place, and where is going to play? Where are they playing?
Well, they're playing in Arizona, and it's going to be February the 12th. That's right. Mark it down. February the 12th, the second Sunday of February 2023. So you might well get your popcorn and your goodies right now. Please do not allow anything. Get your gifts out of the way, brother, so you won't spend no more money on the for Valentine, but get your gift out ahead of time because it's going to be a good barn burner game.
Yes.
You know,
Sheila Robbins, good morning, young lady. But I tell you what, hey, I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do a Super Bowl party online. If you want to join me, that's fine. I believe we did it last year. So you all want to join us and have a good time. Come on that date. We'll be there locked and looking at that fabulous game.
Let's see if we can't get a prediction out of Miss Hinton this year.
Right now. Let me tell you something about my prediction. Okay, so Philadelphia, to me, yesterday was the fan favorite. You know, I was kind of like rooting for them. When it came to the Bengals, I only had high hopes because my grandson at one time was a Bengals fan. But look, I found out last night he had switched. It was a switcheroonie.
So which
he had gone over to the Chiefs and Philadelphia. Oh Lord! But as for me, I feel like Philadelphia Chiefs. I don't know. I think it's any man's game. It's hard for me to make a prediction. I have high hopes because we have a friend, Mr. Johnny Walton, the first African American quarterback,
Yeah.
who was with Philadelphia Eagles. But probably for that reason, I would probably tend to go toward. But to me, I think it's going to be a neutral, any man's game, and just can't wait. I know it's going to be good.
So you haven't given us a prediction.
I didn't. I told you I'm gonna go. I'm leaning toward Philadelphia, but to me, it's any man's game. I think they're gonna go toe to toe to toe. I think it's gonna be just like last night's game with the Bengals and them and the Chiefs. It was toe to toe the whole time. I mean, I thought it was gonna go to overtime. Actually, Mr. E.
It's supposed to went to overtime.
I mean,
but because of the
yes.
era that when he pushed Mahone out.
Yes.
Late hit,
Yes.
that gave the kicker an opportunity. That's why that linebacker was really so torn. He was so upset.
Yes,
and he said they
yes.
would have had, I think that it would have been a tie ball game and went in overtime. And he taking the whole blame for the whole game because he's saying that, because of that push.
Yes.
But I think they should let some of that stuff ride because he was in action. He couldn't put on no brakes. He couldn't stop like talking about it.
Well, I tell you what, Mark Howard said the Chiefs, his prediction 24-17 to be the new champions. If you all have a prediction, put it down in the chat. We'll shout it out. Because I tell you what, it's going to be a good game.
Yeah,
it's coming up real soon. And we're going to be on, so you all kind of check us out. We'll let you know, send you a link and everything. You can be pulled in, and you can sit with us and look at this game. In the meantime, don't forget this evening, we're going to have FYI After Dark. We're going to have special guest Chris Hinton from Beard Gods, and he's going to be with us for a little while. But we're just announcing him as one of our sponsors for our After Dark show. But in the meantime, Mr. E, we need to talk about what's happening in the world with the shooting of the young man and by the 5 African American police. Serious?
When I heard that, when I heard that, and they had a code name, Scorpion.
Absolutely.
That name itself says we're gonna sting.
We out there to sting somebody.
And they did such a marvelous job in Memphis last year by keeping crime down.
Yeah.
But what really, the mother said this, Miss Hinton, that everybody, because there were some bystanders too.
Yes.
That everybody that was standing by should get caught up too.
She said it. She said everybody had a hand in it. And we keep hearing this racism. Look, this you got 5 black police and 1 victim. Let's call it like it is. Let's talk about blueism, because every time we're turning around, there's an incident with police and citizens. And so we're going to dig deep tonight on our After Dark show. Please join us at 6 p.m. On all social media platforms live.
That's right.
If you want to chime in live with us, make sure you drop your email so we can pull you in. But this is a very critical, serious. The protest is out there like never before.
That's right.
And it's like, okay, the blue is going to have to give an account for this one, black or white.
When I heard the chief of police, the lady began to talk about what she saw. She said that she couldn't stomach it. She said she don't know what was going on with those 5 police officers and why they was beating that man like
why
that.
Is he dead? That is my question.
And then lean him against the car because it took a long time for the ambulance to come to the scene. But there are people, the blues guys has been qualified to give CPR. They know what it takes to do some work on them. Everybody that's standing by, some of the white cops that was standing by, just looking at this man get whipped to the core. So I'm like the mother. Get them all. Get every last one of them.
Why are people dead if they're at a traffic stop? If they're running, why are they dead? That's the problem I have. Why are they beat to death? This is ungodly. And so we're going to be talking about that. Please join us Monday, 6 p.m. so we can discuss this. And, we just need you all to talk about it, and let's try to figure out what's going on. Who do we have on the phone?
Mr. Walker, Mr. Walton, you there? Mr. Walton, you there?
I tell you what, I don't know what it is. Mr. E, maybe you can get him back. In the meantime, please join us. First of all, we're going to be talking about this incident, and we're going to be talking to Chris Hinton in just a little while about his product and his business, new business and everything. And Mr. E is going to tell you how you all can be a special guest sponsor. Also, don't forget Young Women Achieving Success. We're still recruiting. Don't forget to follow us. Please follow us and like our pages, share our content. Please on our on all social media platforms. Don't forget, look, the Royal Ladies Pie is about to do some great things. And so if you all still need pies for your special events, special occasions, for your conferences, for your anniversaries or whatever, that's available too. And Mr. E, again, you can tell folk how they can be special guest sponsors or intern. I think we have Mr. Johnny Walton that is.
Good morning.
Yes, it's Johnny Walton.
Oh, you in the doctor's office?
In the bed. I can't hear you.
Okay, let's do this another time. We want to say congratulations to you for your win on last night.
Well, it was good. You know, got one more to go and looking forward to it.
So what y'all gonna do to them?
Well, you know, it's gonna be a good game, I think. You know, this game, I share, you know, I'm pulling for both quarterbacks.
Yes.
But, you know, the Eagles, it's a little bit deeper than that. So, you know, hopefully the Eagles will win it.
Well, I tell you what, you all did absolutely fabulous, wonderful season. Congratulations. We're going to see what's going to happen. And we want to bring you back on to talk about it.
You know I'm pulling for the Philadelphia Eagles. You know that, right? Somebody tied my hands up and said pull for them.
Oh, yes. Well, you know, it's good to be in this position. You know, when the season started out, and, you know, you have 32 teams. That's down to 2. So, you know, it's a good position to be in.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
I'm going to wish you good luck, sir.
Well, you keep cutting out.
I wish you good luck, okay?
Thank you, my friend.
All right.
Thank you. That was Mr. Johnny Walton, former quarterback, first African-American quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles. He's one of our special guests all the time. We're going to have him back because we want to, if they go all the way, it's just on, look. And we want to hear him, look, throw down, shout out, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful feeling of just grandeur and success for the Philadelphia Eagles, his team. So anyway, Mr. E's going to tell you how to be a special guest sponsor or intern with FY Radio Show.
If you'd like to be a special guest, a sponsor, or intern, all you have to do is pick up the telephone and give us a call at 757-714-7861, or you can inbox us at Edward Everett's Facebook page, or Miss Yolanda Lady Hinton Facebook page, or FYI Facebook page, or you can email us at FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com. That's it, FYIRadioShowLive@gmail.com, and leave us all your pertinent information, and we will get back with you. If you'd like to be a special guest, or if you'd like to join us, call us at 757-714-7861.
Don't forget to join us back here on Wednesday as well. And tonight, 6:00 p.m. God bless you all. You all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day.
2 up, 2 down. Go Philly. I can't believe I'm saying that.
I know it.
I can't believe it. Go Philly.
God bless you all.